Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a fascinating, honestly kind of hidden trait that the most wildly successful people on the planet all share. It's a concept that totally flips the script on everything we're taught about networking and being popular. You know, we always just assume that to make it to the very top, you got to be surrounded by massive crowds of friends and supporters. But the source material we're looking at today, it reveals a pretty shocking counter-narrative. We're going to break down exactly why the ultra-successful actually choose loneliness and how understanding this highly calculated move can literally change the entire trajectory of your life. Let's get into it.
So, have you ever noticed anything a little strange about billionaires? Like, really looked closely. When you peel back the curtain on the richest people on Earth, you start to spot a pattern of profound isolation. But here's the secret. They aren't alone because nobody likes them. No way. They are alone because they made a very specific, deliberate choice. It's a choice that 99% of people are honestly just too scared to make.
Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs. These heavy hitters all share an exact common denominator that basically nobody talks about. And it's wild, right? Despite building tools and massive ecosystems that connect billions of us around the globe, their own personal lives are remarkably closed off. Their immense success wasn't just about having high IQs or, being in the right place at the right time. It was deeply connected to their choice of isolation over casual friendship. By the end of this explainer, you're going to understand exactly why these titans of history chose to stand apart from the crowd.
Section 1. The contagion of average.
Before we look at the ultra-wealthy, we actually need to take a hard look at our own orbit. Think about it. When was the last time your circle truly challenged you to grow? For most of us, the honest answer is, well, never. And the source material highlights a pretty brutal truth here. Your friends are likely comfortable. Your friends are average. And the terrifying thing is, average is totally contagious.
Okay, let's dive into this. The great Jim Rohn famously said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I mean, it's just simple math. If your 5 closest friends are broke, constantly complaining and going absolutely nowhere, well, guess who's about to be number 6? Yep, you.
Billionaires figured this out incredibly early on. Your environment is doing one of two things to you right this second. It's either an engine pushing you forward, or it's an anchor pulling you back. That's it. There is absolutely no middle ground here, no neutral territory. The people around you are an active force in your life, for better or for worse.
Section 2. Ruthlessly protecting your energy.
So if average is contagious, what's the antidote? Let's take Elon Musk building Tesla as a case study. In the early days, people literally called him crazy. His own friends told him to stop. Investors laughed in his face, and the media gleefully predicted he'd fail. Did he try to win them over or debate them? No. He ruthlessly cut out every single person who didn't believe in the vision.
He did it because he fundamentally understood that energy is everything. It's a billionaire's most valuable asset. Every negative person in your life is actively draining it. Every doubter is stealing your focus. Every single distraction is quite literally costing you your future. Protecting this energy isn't cruel. It's absolutely essential for survival and focus. Billionaires guard this energy like it's gold because it's the actual fuel for their empires.
To really master this energy protection, we turn to Warren Buffett. He famously noted that the difference between successful people and really successful people is that the really successful ones say no to almost everything. And he actually lives by this. In fact, Buffett's calendar is famously mostly empty. He spends 80% of his day just reading and thinking, completely insulated from outside noise. I mean, let that truly sink in. Elite success requires aggressive, almost unbelievable boundaries. This is the true rhythm of success. Say no to people. Say no to parties. Say no to distractions. It isn't glamorous, and honestly, skipping out on awkward dinner parties or turning down casual invites, it can make you highly unpopular at first. But it is absolutely essential to maintain the laser focus required to build something legendary.
Which brings us to Section 3, the true price of success.
Look, we have to acknowledge a pretty harsh truth here. Reaching the absolute pinnacle of achievement costs something far more personal than money. Take Steve Jobs. He lost friends along the way. He was called difficult, demanding, even impossible to work with. He sacrificed a massive amount of personal likability. But on the other side of that scale, Apple became the most valuable company in human history.
We see the exact same scale with Jeff Bezos. Back in the early days, he famously instituted the 2-pizza rule for meetings, meaning if a team couldn't be fed by 2 pizzas, it was way too large, just to strictly avoid wasting time. He missed family dinners, skipped parties, and willingly gave up what most of us would call a normal life of easy socialization. And the result of those profound personal sacrifices? Amazon literally changed the way the entire world operates.
Now hold on, the lesson here isn't to become some cold-hearted hermit and cut everyone off tomorrow. The real lesson is quality over quantity, always. The most successful people in the world don't have hundreds of superficial friends. They have a few highly powerful allies. People who actually push them, challenge them, and truly believe in their vision. So, the crucial point is, how do we actually apply this? Section 4, your 3-step action plan. How do we actually take this billionaire framework and apply it to our own lives without, completely losing our minds? Well, it comes down to 3 crystal clear, but maybe not so easy steps drawn straight from our source material. Step 1, evaluate your friends. Step 2, protect your energy. Step 3, find your one person. Let's break down exactly what each of these requires. For step 1, I want you to look at your 5 closest friends and ask yourself honestly, are they growing? Are they building something? Are they pushing you forward? If the answer is no, you already know what needs to change. Because remember, just one wrong person in your inner circle can literally cost you years of personal and professional progress. Okay, step 2 is all about boundaries. Start protecting your energy by saying no more often. Your time is your absolute most valuable currency. You simply cannot spend it freely on people who drag you down into the comfort of average. You've got to hoard it for the tasks and the people that actually elevate you.
And finally, step 3. You need to find your one person. Seriously, you don't need a massive entourage. You need one mentor. You need one friend who isn't afraid to call you out and challenge you. You need one person who clearly sees your potential. Because having just that one right person in your corner, that can change your entire life. To summarize the core thesis of this explainer, billionaires didn't become great by living in a total vacuum completely alone. They became great by being ruthlessly, unapologetically selective. They chose the absolute right people to let in and actively locked the wrong ones out. I want to leave you with this sharp, lingering question to ask yourself tonight. Is your circle making you better, or are they keeping you average? Think deeply about it. Evaluate the people around you. If this explainer challenged your mindset today and you are ready to level up your circle, drop a comment below and type ELITE. Catch you in the next one.